welcome in. I'd like to start with you on what you thought of that penalty.
I thought initially, Kate, I thought it was a little bit soft, and then I seen it again, and I just thought Cedric just wasn't cute enough. There was just a little bit of a barge in the back when there was no need to make the foul. Same with Rob Holden. He looked highly charged tonight. You know, he was making so many rash tackles. It was almost as he was sitting there and he's seen Ben White sitting on the bench and he's been playing well, and he thought, oh, my word, I'm under pressure. I need to put a performance in. I need to stop Son. And in the end, when you take a yellow card, and he could have been yellow carded before that, he had about 3 or 4 fouls before his yellow, then you've got to just calm down a little bit and go, I've got to relax here. You know, I might just have to step up some for 5 or 10 minutes, but to elbow him in the face or to shoulder barge him in the face was just ridiculous. And all of a sudden, now Arsenal have gone from being in a brilliant position, where now they've got a couple of tricky games. I think they've got Newcastle and Everton, where all of a sudden now I think if you're Mikel Arteta, he won't say it, but Arsenal fans will be panicking because they're looking at Tottenham, and Tottenham have got 2 winnable fixtures. They've got Burnley and Norwich, so I'd go all in on Tottenham winning the last 2 games. And Arsenal now under huge pressure.
Should Arteta be worried about their discipline record?
Yes. It's a bit of a theme now, this. And you can argue about Son and Holding and the tussling and the flailing of arms from Son, but you just can't. You can't do that. And you can see the total here, you know, almost double some of the nearest sides. The nearest one's Brighton. Total reds, straight reds, still 50% more than the nearest 2. That's a problem. And whilst you can't completely control some players, it's your job to at least speak to them about making common sense decisions, particularly at big times of the season. Him and I looked at each other just when we saw that elbow. It was one of the stupidest challenges I think I've seen in a long, long time from Holding. All he had to do, if he wanted to block Son, was run across him, right? Probably wouldn't even have been a free kick. Might have been at worst. It was calculated. He knew exactly what he was going to do. He threw the arm in the face, and so they should have no complaints. It's just complete stupidity. But as you can see by that graphic, we've seen Xhaka's indiscipline. We've seen Gabriel being sent off at times for making rash decisions when he doesn't have to. There's a theme here from this Arsenal team that might cost them the top 4.
I'm stuck between having hot heads and just having substandard players that make bad decisions. Because you go through all those names, you know, you can't really say they're hot heads. I think at the end of the day, you know, we always talk about having a strong squad. And the fact is that after Arsenal's first 11, if everybody's fit, they're bringing in players, and we saw it today, both Cedric and Holding are not, in my opinion, Premier League top-class defenders. They're not. They're playing because of injuries. And when you're playing players who are substandard, they make bad decisions, and they've made bad decisions. Cedric's is a horrible decision giving the penalty away, and then to compound it, you've got Holding, who is on a yellow already and sticks his forearm into the face of Heung-min Son. I mean, Tottenham didn't have to do anything to win this game today because Arsenal basically handed it on a plate. I mean, and as I said, I'm going to say it's down to substandard players as opposed to sometimes you can have a load of hot heads in your team.
If you're on a yellow and you have to make a challenge, then fine. Do you know what I mean? If Heung-min Son's running through and there's a great pass and you have to make a challenge to stop a probable goal, then so be it. But if you've been sent off for clear violent conduct, which it could have been a straight red, to be quite frank with you, when he threw the arm in somebody's face, then that's just complete stupidity. And that just... I mean, I always felt Tottenham were, in my mind, favourites to win this game, being at home with their team and with the injuries that Stevie mentioned. But that just closed the deal. It just completely closed the deal. And as Stevie said, it wasn't a game after that, really.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.